Hashem, chapter 31, verse 1, Vayidaber Hashem al Moshe lemor. So God spoke to Moshe saying, and he said, Nikom nikmas b'nei Yisrael me'esa midyanim achar te'asef al mecha. He says, take the vengeance from the Midianites, and afterwards you'll be gathered to your people. What do the Midianites do?
Put their women out.
Yeah, but why not the Moabites? Because Moab was the one who started it. Right. So no, Rashi's going to give us the answer. So Jonah, you want to read the Rashis? You know what about you, Jacob? You want to read? Okay, Akiva, you want to read the Rashis? Okay, Me'eta Midyanim. He says we take revenge from the Midianites, but not from the Moabites. Why not? Okay, so Rashi explains why was Moshe being told to take revenge against the Midianites alone and not the Moabites? So the answer Rashi gives is that the Moabites actually had a good reason to try to wage war against the Bnei Israel, and that reason was they were afraid of Israel. They were afraid that Israel would defeat them. Meaning to say, so it says that you're not allowed to cause a war with them, which means with the Moabites, but you could attack them. So therefore, the Moabites were afraid, but the Midianites, they got involved in a fight that was not their own. I remember, when I was growing up, two of my grandparents were born. No. One of my grandparents was born in Germany, the other one in Poland, the other one was born in Russia, in Belarus. But then I had another grandmother, and she was born in America. So she never forgave the Japanese. She said, "Why did they have to attack us? What do we have to do with the Japanese? They had nothing to do with us. They got involved in a fight that had nothing to do with them." That's what she said. I don't know what was involved, but that's what she said. And that's like this. Why were the Midianites getting involved with us? The very, very good reading. Akiva, please continue. Another reason why you're not attacking the Moabites is because it's mayhem. Right. Who are these two people? Ruth. Who is Ruth? Boaz, his wife, and she became the great grandmother of King David. What? The Mashiach. Hey, how you doing? Grab a chumash right here, Tani. And Naamah the Ammonite, who was the wife of Shlomo HaMelech. So, also, who else is coming from Moab? Then, if Ruth comes from Moab, then David HaMelech comes from Moab. So Hashem is telling him to take revenge against the Midianites, but not against the Moabites. It's interesting that he's being told to take revenge against the Midianites, because you might have thought, what were we going to say, Jeff? Yeah, but you might have thought, what I was going to say was, you might have thought, Moshe should not have attacked the Midianites, because his wife was a Midianite and his father-in-law was a Midianite, so he wouldn't want to wage war against them. You might have thought that. What? But we did not think that. Yeah, Yisro was a Kohen Midian. Midian is in northern Saudi Arabia. When I went to northern Saudi Arabia, Yisro is a hero there. They have a whole Yisro museum. They have a whole Yisro museum. They have like a complex. They have a whole complex, the whole Yisro complex. So you might have thought they should have protected them, but no, they didn't protect them. Bilam. Here we have Chumashim here, Sam, here we have right here. That's what Rashi says, that he gave them the advice to attack them. Actually, now I literally wrote that passage of the Torah today. I have a quota from I have a quota that I won't go to sleep at night until I hit my quota. So it's gonna be a late night for me. All right, so now we read the next pasuk. Vayidaber Moshe Amlim, or Moshe spoke to the people saying, "Hechaltzumi itchem anashim letzava, v'yu al midyan latein nikmat Hashem midyan." He said, separate from amongst yourselves. The word chalutzim. What does the chalutz mean? A pioneer, the vanguard. Separate yourselves, men, for the army, and they should let them attack Minyan to take revenge on the Midianites. Okay, Elliot, please, Vakasha, read the Rashi. Asa be simcha v'oichar. So Moshe Rabbeinu was told, Moshe was told, do this and then you'll die. Go take revenge against the Midianites and then you'll die. So you might have thought Moshe Rabbeinu would say, well, then it's very clear that if I don't do this, I won't die because I have time. So Moshe Rabbeinu went and right away he did it, even though he knew that his death was dependent upon it. Even though he heard that his death was dependent upon it, he acted with joy. That's why there was there was a story that some guy was drowning in Israel in the ocean, and they sent a boat to rescue him. He says, "No, don't worry about me. I'm good. I said I'm going to finish shots before I die, so I can't die." So Moshe, no, it's a joke. Elliot, it's a joke. Okay, so now go on, Elliot. Or, there was another joke. The guy says, comes out of his yeshiva, and the terrorist jumps on him. He's about to kill him with the knife, and the guy says, wait, before you kill me, let me make the bracha. I'm martyring myself. He says, Baruch Atah Hashem. He's about to make the bracha, and the terrorist is like, oh, this guy's crazier than me. He starts running away. So then the guy starts running after him. He wants him to do the thing. He doesn't want to. He says, I started the bracha. You never heard all these jokes? This is what's called black humor, dark humor. Okay. All right. So read the next Rashi, Elliot. This is as Unkelos renders it. How does Unkelos render it? He means, I would say, no. Stop. It's two things. First is Ketar Gumo. That's one explanation. Then the second explanation is Chalutzei Tzava, like Mizuyanim, armed. But how does Unkelos render it? Unkelos says Zrizu means be Zrizus, like with alacrity, quickly. Or so basically that's usually what it means. So there's two meanings. One is it means armed, and one is it means to do it with or it means quickly do it. That's what I read it. But they say here in the footnote it means something else. It means supply with arms. But I don't know. Okay, go on. Anashim, go next Rashi. Anashim means whenever it says in Torah Anashim, it doesn't mean regular men. Rashi says it means righteous men. Why? Meaning to say, why does Rashi say that? Hey, how you doing, Yohan? Why does it say that Anashim means tzaddikim here? So it's because the word anashim is not necessary for the verse. The verse could have just said pick people for the army, and we would have known as men because they didn't have women serving in the army back then. They maybe on the home front, and not to go out into battle. Now we have many brave women serving especially in Israel. I think the Secretary of Defense of the United States said he didn't want women serving in combat. But in Israel, they have no choice. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to stop the recording. I'll tell you something. What I did today. I'll tell you something. I don't want to put this on the recording because